What's up, guys? Welcome to I May Be Biased. Of course, alongside, I got my man Billy the Goat. On the left of me, I got my boy.
Profit.
I almost forgot his name. Alright, you can edit that out. We got Prophet over here, man. Alright, today we're going to discuss the controversial things that's going on in today's sports. First, we're going to start with the whole kneeling situation. Billy the Goat, what's your take on the whole kneeling situation? What's going on with that?
You know what's funny? I kind of want to go last on this topic. I have a big opinion on
Sure?
this. Yeah.
Alright, so we're going to pass it to my boy Prophet over there.
It's bogus. Everything about it is bogus. It took for Colin Kaepernick kneel last year sometime. Nobody backed him up. A couple people until they seen what happened to him. Then nobody really started backing him up.
Right.
But now it takes for the president to say something about them. Now for everybody all of a sudden want to kneel and act like it's for Colin Kaepernick. I feel like it's just corny, the whole situation.
I'm not going to hold you. I think it's corny as well. You know what I mean?
Because I don't feel like they're kneeling for the right reason. They're not kneeling because of that.
Right.
They're kneeling because that's what's popular at the time. And that's just corny.
Right. All right. Just to give you guys a rundown, a few months ago, or was it? Yeah, a few months ago, right? No, last season. Last season, I'm pretty sure if you guys have been under a rock, your boy Kaepernick took a knee for the injustice of, people of color. People getting slain in the streets by cops and what have you. And he seems to be getting blackballed for it. He can't find a team. Young quarterback, better than most. Can't find a team. It's strange. So now I'm gonna take it to my boy Billy the Goat over here and see his take on everything. Has the whole knee thing lost meaning? Because I feel like at this point, I don't even know. I know why Kaepernick's kneeling. I don't know why the rest of the league's kneeling.
I feel like realistically, I feel like it's getting out of hand. I don't feel like it's for the right reasons. I feel like they're doing it like how Prophet said is because it's popular.
Right.
It's really popular right now. It's trending. It's trending.
True.
It's trending.
Hashtag take a knee.
So not only the people in football are doing it, people outside of the sport are doing it also. But
So it's become like a gimmick, basically.
so I feel like it's becoming like just to get a little spotlight on my name.
Yeah, hey,
I took this knee for this
Power
cause.
to the people.
Right.
And when in all reality, if people really felt like that, they should have took that knee when Colin Kaepernick took that.
Right.
Because that would have shown the unity in the sport.
Right.
Yeah.
What would the whole league do if everybody's taking a knee?
Right.
Every
Not only people of
They can't do
color.
anything.
Not only
Right.
people of color, I feel like should take a knee. If you feel like what
Right, 'cause
was
it's
being
not only
done
people of
was
color now.
unjust, I feel like, hey, let's take that knee because what they try to turn it and say, oh, the flag represents this and this and this and this,
Right.
and Army veterans and veterans period. The flag is only a symbol.
Right.
It doesn't, I feel like to me, it doesn't represent the people that served our country. With those cores, that represent the people that served our country. Now, if he would have been like, "Oh, I'm taking a knee
Right.
for the Navy or the Army
Mhm.
or the Marines," then
But you know what it is? The NFL are trying to like really get at Kaepernick by changing it like he's disrespecting
no, I know,
the core.
I know
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
No,
Like,
I know exactly what
Right.
they're trying to do. But like I said, it's a symbol. It's a symbol. It's supposed to be a symbol of freedom, but
Right.
obviously we don't have the freedom of speech or, you know what I'm saying? Because like he's basically protesting. That's all it is. It's a peaceful protest at that. It ain't like he's going out there killing people.
Right.
He just took a knee, and now the man can't even get a job in the NFL. I feel like it's wrong. I feel like more people should have backed him instead of the NFL being so afraid, the players being so afraid to lose their jobs. I feel like they should have backed him up.
well, here's my next question. How do you guys feel about Ray Lewis on this whole situation? You know what I mean? Because he says they was going to sign him, then they didn't. Because supposedly his girlfriend said something.
Yeah, come on, really? Because his girlfriend made a tweet at that. Like he can control that. Oh, I can control my girlfriend says. Yeah, he can give his opinion on it, but if she feel that way, then she feel that way. Now you can say, I don't exactly know what she said, but what Ray Lewis said was wrong. And now he's taking the knee.
I personally feel it was a little crazy about what he said about the whole girlfriend thing. Dig,
Yeah, you just trying to make an excuse. That's exactly what it is. He's making an excuse.
Cause look, Dig, the whole Aisha Curry thing. I remember she said
Right, is Steph
the
not in the league?
NBA, the NBA is rigged. You know what I
Is
mean?
Steph not in the league?
But Stephen Curry is also one of the best players in the league. Now, if they would have been like, oh, Tom Brady can't play because of something he said, then
Yeah, but let's
different.
not act like they didn't do the same thing to Vic when he was
Let's
Michael
say
Vick.
let's say they don't even
No,
take
but
off
what
his.
Michael Vick did was he was involved in the whole dog scandal. That's a little bit different than what.
Yeah, that's
what your
worse.
girlfriend says.
And he got a job again.
He
all I'm
does.
He had a job.
Because of
This
his
is true.
talent level warrant that.
Didn't Colin Kaepernick take San Francisco to a Super Bowl?
Yeah,
To
a
a
lot of
Super
people
Bowl,
tend
no.
to forget that too.
did?
No.
Yeah, he did.
To a Super Bowl? No.
Colin
He went to the
Kaepernick?
Super Bowl.
When they went to the Super Bowl.
Then
He
they
took the
win.
49ers.
They won.
See,
I
he's,
think he went to the conference.
No,
nah,
I
he
think
went to the
Super
finals
Bowl.
to play the Ravens, son.
They played the Ravens.
You know what it is? He's been out of work so long, people are tending to forget
Oh, that's
what this
crazy.
man is about.
He could have, but
I'm gonna give you the skip of the day.
My thing
but
is,
we
but
still
my
gonna
thing is,
continue.
my thing is he a top player in the NFL right now? He's not a top
Can he
player.
be? Is he better than some starting quarterbacks in this league? Is what I'm saying.
Would you pick him over?
Don't say the best quarterbacks.
What quarterback should you pick him over?
I mean, but shit, he be somewhere. at
Let's
least
go. Let's go a mid-tier quarterback. Or you pick him over Jameis Winston,
Who is that?
the quarterback for the for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh, what has he done lately?
Mm-hmm.
They're undefeated.
Nah, I don't know.
No, Chiefs undefeated. I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
Oh, okay.
I gotta look at that.
I'm gonna look into him, but I know for a fact that Colin Kaepernick took a team to the Super Bowl,
Yeah, they had a tremendous defense too.
That's cool.
as do other NFL teams.
They also put on points from offense.
The Broncos held what's
Hey,
the name up
they
on
lost
their
to my New York
shoulders.
Giants.
They held Peyton up on his shoulders the whole
No,
ride.
they did, and I
You know
and
what
I
I mean?
always say that.
So we can't knock him for that.
No,
We
but I'm not
can't
paying for
underline,
it.
You know, that's
Yeah, but
why.
we can't do that because people put. If you're putting points on the off, the defense is not scoring all the points.
They scored a lot though.
All right, but let's not get off the topic. Ray Lewis, girlfriend, him not getting a job.
How y'all feel about that?
Yeah.
I feel like do I feel like Ray Lewis was necessarily wrong? Like, do I feel like it was the worst thing for him to say? No, because he just was having an opinion on a certain situation.
Right.
I feel like what his girlfriend said was her opinion, and it shouldn't have been put into football matters anyway. I feel like what the NFL does is they take these players outside life
Yeah.
and then try to involve it in a game. And I feel like that's
very true.
That's really wrong. I feel like that shouldn't have anything to do with when it comes to playing football.
Right. If he's
Now,
not
if
getting arrested
if
or
it's
anything,
affecting their on field performance directly, I can understand that. Like, I understand the whole smoking a illegal substance. I understand the whole
right.
alcohol abuse or if it's something domestic. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because now this person could get locked up. He's under contract. I understand that. But if it's anything off the field that's not affecting the NFL directly, I think they need to mind their business on these.
So, all right, let's rewind the clock. Let's say hypothetically, before this incident happened, Colin Kaepernick's girl doesn't tweet out what she tweeted.
It would still
does
be
he
the
get-
same thing. That's why I said it was just an excuse. It would have been the same thing.
No, it is
would've
an
been.
excuse, but
It's an excuse. And being
But
that
is
big of an impact on football, Ray Lewis is like a big impact, especially on the football.
he does have a big impact.
So
Right.
what you say as a black man, anyway, you're
Right.
supposed to be backing that black, especially if he's not wrong for what he's doing. And he's not.
I'm not gonna lie, Prophet. I'm not gonna lie. I felt the same way. I felt like a
You're too
man
big.
of his stature, and he's so outspoken about things. I just felt so surprised when he kind of doubled back on the Colin Kaepernick thing and
Right.
told him to
He didn't say his actions exactly. Oh, his girlfriend's tweet shouldn't have been tweeted.
not even a tweet thing. It was like he was telling him, "Yo, listen, don't do that. Like, you know, you causing an uproar. You know, wait, just nah. Like, this
Even
needs to be
the
said."
whole victim too. I feel like when I notice about a lot of people that whole, oh, you should change your appearance. What? I should what?
Hey,
I should go bleach my skin, right? Come on, it's corny. It's corny. That's how I felt like he was saying. Go bleach your skin and do such and such.
No.
Get a haircut. What do his hair have to do with anything? People got cornrows, curly tops, mohawks. It don't. They got a job in the NFL. It don't have nothing to do with that.
I feel like Vic is.
I understand exactly what you're trying to say about that whole the image thing and people being judged basically solely off their image. I understand that, but if you're going out in a regular job, I know the NFL is not a regular job. You can't always look a certain way. You do have to maybe be clean shaven. You might have to cut your hair. That's just the qualifications of what it is.
Yeah, but at the same time, this is more based on your athleticism and skills, not so much your what I mean, your
sure.
look. So when Vic said the whole cutting your afro thing,
right? So I can't be in business with an afro. That's what you're telling me.
I felt what you're saying, but I wasn't feeling it because I feel like what you're saying is
it's crazy.
Oh, you gotta be to their standards. To get a football job, you know what I'm saying? Like if
I'm good at what I'm doing, I'm good at what I'm doing.
No, right. That's how it should be, but it's not like that. We know that.
All right, so let's talk about this guy kneeling, Ray Lewis kneeling. The funny thing is, he said it wasn't for Colin Kaepernick. You know, he was just praying.
It
was
he was praying.
that would have.
So
that's what
let's go to
it was
first.
I feel like it was. He was put in a situation, and it made it look like something it wasn't. I think he did. I think his intentions was to go pray with the team, and then you know how the media does. They can blow things out of proportion.
Praying. They wasn't praying when they was kneeling. They was taking the knee while the national anthem was getting sung. And all their arms was crossed like how people used to do back in the day. That's what that was. When they arms crossed when it's done, that's what they was doing. Like they standing together on it. Like they don't believe in it. That's what it is.
And then like I've said this off camera a few
saying,
times.
I'm praying.
I've said this off camera a few times. And what we gotta realize as black people, the media know how to like take what we've done in the past and use it against us. I think
speak on it.
I think Ray Lewis is aware of that kind of situation. Ray Lewis was he has a murder charge on his. I feel like it's still pending.
He beat it.
No, he beat it.
He beat it. Case closed. He beat it.
You know what it is?
You say that, but that, like I said before, that whole Bill Cosby thing, that wasn't nothing recent.
I get what
they didn't have anything recent on Bill Cosby allegedly raping these women and taking advantage of these women. You know what they did? They went back in the past. People came forward, and then they went in and tried to take the man down.
What happened? What was the plea? Not guilty.
So what?
Not guilty.
But we don't know that. That we don't know if Ray Lewis actually did it.
But if I may,
he got played. He's not guilty.
So what?
Not guilty.
What it is, I understand what he's saying.
So
he feel Ray isn't trying to join with him out of fear that he might get blackballed. Cause let's say he did beat it, but look, they took off his show. You know what I mean? They cut so many endorsements from him, Jello and all that.
We know what he did that for, but Ray Lewis is no longer in the league, so he don't have no fear.
No, but he still works with the NFL.
He still works with the NFL, and he's a speaker. He's a motivational speaker. I truly feel this. Some people feel the powers that be, if you go against the grain, they'll cut you off any way it could.
He has enough money to go in business for himself or do other things. Come on, people gotta stand up. That's the problem now.
That's true.
No, millionaires and stuff. They gotta stand up on your own 2 feet.
It is a big problem, but you're not in that situation, so you don't know what happened.
I want to put myself in that situation.
It's not so much that, but I feel like every day, I feel like we're always put in situations, whether rich or poor, that your beliefs and your morals are going to be put in question. You know, whether at your 9 to 5. I go through that every day.
That's for sure.
You know what I mean?
If I have a past like Ray had, and it's involving somewhere where I can be put away for the rest of my life.
Right.
I'm gonna also be careful of what I say.
That's true, but then you got
it's not about being a yes man.
That's what it is. That's what you're turning into, a yes man.
It's not about being a yes
man. Oh, Ray, go do this. Yes, sir.
I feel like
yes, sir.
I get what you're saying, but you got to be careful because you're sending a message to them that you're willing to do whatever they want.
No, it's not even about doing whatever they want, because it's not like he didn't say anything positive about that whole situation.
What did he say positive?
Go back and look at the interview. I'm not gonna go through exactly what he said. Just go back and look at the interview. He's talked about Colin Kaepernick in a positive way before.
Yeah, he did, but
They all do.
he genuine. Like I said, I was really surprised as a black and strong, outspoken
And then,
man like him.
another thing is what we can't do also to black people is, oh, he's Uncle Tom because he said this. How many times Ray Lewis then spoke to black guys that was in trouble before and got their head on
very
straight?
true. He's done a
So
lot
my
of
whole
good for
thing
the
is
community.
just because of this one situation, you can't just label him.
No, I won't say
a
he's
yes
just
man or Uncle Tom.
I'm just saying you shouldn't do this. It being this big, has it been situations like that where it was this big?
Yeah, because
with
just because
youngsters?
it's only this big because it's in the limelight and the media is talking about it. So just because I take a brother behind closed doors and be like, yo, like you need to do this, this, and this.
But that's the thing.
And then-
It wasn't
no, it's-
behind
it's
closed
not.
doors,
It's different.
so
It was
it's not.
exactly. It wasn't behind closed doors. You know
Because
what the media is
because
capable of.
when it's behind closed doors,
'Cause-
we know what that tells you. It's more genuine,
Because you know what?
right or wrong.
He's
That's
getting
true.
now. He's getting death threats and stuff for going against his own people. People
It's
feel
not, I
like.
don't feel like it's that far. That if that's your opinion, that's your opinion. But that's what it should be. That's how he really felt. Then, if he's that guy, that dude's with. That's how he really felt.
Right.
So
And
he
I-
really felt about that strongly about that one situation.
And there's so
I feel like
many
you shouldn't
people.
just label him that because he had an opinion
Look
on
at-
that one situation.
Look at people like Martin Luther King, who literally gave their life for our rights. I'm pretty sure he knew his life was in danger, but if he ain't do him, Malcolm
Yeah.
X, if they ain't do what they did or
Right.
stood
right,
for
but
something,
what you're saying is.
And I don't want him to
You
be.
just- I feel like you just pointed out two people. There's only one of them two people. You know what I'm saying? Like there's only one Malcolm X. There's only one Martin Luther King.
Right.
These are extraordinary people.
Yeah, but they're only one of them because what they did. That's
Right.
what I'm saying.
Right.
They made themselves them.
A lot of people don't, but a lot of people are not willing to put their life on the line for that type of thing. That's what I'm saying.
well, like I said,
That's what I'm saying.
That's what's going to separate.
It's
It's,
like what
it's
it
the
is, like
people
one
that
of them.
stand for something, and then there's the people that's fearful.
But you also
It's-
you
'cause
also
it's like
can
you
stand for
said.
something and not put your life on the line.
Yeah, but at the same time, all you doing is speaking. What you're saying
People
is
die for speaking.
right all the
That's
time.
what I'm
And sometimes you, I feel like you gotta do. That's just my personal views on it. I understand what you're saying, but I feel like he's sending a message of being cowardly and